The doorknob felt like ice in Leo's sweating palm. 5 years. It had been 5 years since he'd last opened a door for a date, his heart a frantic bird trapped in the cage of his ribs. Behind him, in the warm glow of the living room, his 6-year-old daughter, Maya, was meticulously setting out 3 plates of cookies, her little face a portrait of hopeful seriousness. "For you, for me, and for the maybe new friend, Daddy," she declared. Leo took a shaky breath, sent a silent prayer into the universe, and pulled the door open, and there she was, Elena. Her photo hadn't lied. Warm eyes the color of dark honey, a hesitant smile that crinkled the corners of them. But the smile was tight, strained. Before he could utter his rehearsed hello, she took a half-step forward. The scent of rain and vanilla hung in the air between them. Her voice was a whisper, a secret confession meant only for him, but it hit Leo with the force of a thunderclap. "Leo, I'm so sorry. My kids are in the car." She glanced over her shoulder at a modest sedan idling at the curb, its windows fogged. "The sitter canceled last minute, and I couldn't stand you up. I'm so sorry." Leo froze. His mind, a single dad's mind that was always calculating babysitter costs and scheduling conflicts, went utterly blank. This wasn't in the plan. The quiet dinner, the cautious getting to know you conversation. It was all vaporizing before him. He saw the profound embarrassment in Elena's eyes, the defeat already settling in her shoulders. She was waiting for the polite dismissal, the maybe another time, that would never come. She was a single mom, just like he was, a single dad, stranded on the same lonely island of responsibility. If you believe in kindness and in beautiful second chances, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, comment second chance below, and subscribe to Grandma's book for more stories that remind us of the goodness in people. Then something in Leo broke open, not anger, but a flood of profound, aching understanding. He remembered the desperation of wanting a single hour to feel like an adult, a person, not just someone's everything. He thought of Maya inside, her tiny hope for a happy evening. Without a word, he stepped past Elena, his boots crunching on the gravel path. He saw them then, 2 small faces pressed against the rear passenger window, a boy of about 8 and a younger girl with pigtails, their eyes wide with uncertainty. Leo walked to the car, tapped on the glass, and offered the warmest, most unthreatening smile he could muster. He opened the door. "Hey there," he said, his voice surprisingly steady. "I'm Leo. Your mom told me I was missing the best part of the party. You guys hungry? My daughter Maya made about 1,000,000 cookies." The children, Sam and Chloe, looked at their mother, who stood by the front door, utterly bewildered. Elena gave a tiny, dazed nod. Leo helped Chloe unbuckle, took Sam's hand, and led them up the path. "Maya," he called out, his heart now pounding for a completely different reason. "We've got company. We're gonna need more cookies." What followed was not a date. It was a beautiful, chaotic symphony of childhood. Maya, initially shy, blossomed into a miniature hostess, leading Chloe to her room to see her stuffed animals. Sam, quieter, was slowly drawn out by Leo's patient questions about his favorite superheroes. Leo ordered a mountain of pizza, not gourmet takeout. He spread a blanket on the living room floor, and they had a picnic. Elena watched, her initial shock melting into a disbelief that looked suspiciously like the beginnings of joy. She and Leo didn't talk about jobs or hobbies or past relationships. They talked about the kids, the impossible sleep schedules, the school projects that required more parental engineering than actual childhood input, the heart, stopping fear when they got a fever. They spoke a shared language, one of pure, unfiltered love and exhaustion. As the evening wore on and the children, sugared and pizza-filled, finally settled into a sleepy pile in front of a cartoon, Leo and Elena found themselves alone at the kitchen table, mugs of tea in hand. The silence was comfortable, laden with the happy exhaustion from the other room. "I was sure you'd close the door," Elena whispered, her eyes glistening. "No one's ever just let it all in before." Leo looked at her, then at the living room, where his daughter was curled against her new little friend. "How could I close the door?" he said softly. "You weren't hiding your biggest responsibility. You were bringing your biggest gift. They're not baggage, Elena. They're your heart, walking around outside your chest. I know because mine is right over there, covered in cookie crumbs." Elena reached across the table, her fingers just brushing his. It wasn't a romantic gesture, not yet. It was a connection, a grounding wire between two souls who had been weathering their own storms, finally recognizing a similar, sturdy lighthouse in each other. The first date didn't end with a kiss. It ended with a plan. A plan for Saturday, all of them, to go to the zoo. It ended with sleepy children bundled back into the car. Promises of future playdates exchanged with the solemnity of international treaties. As Elena's taillights disappeared down the street, Leo felt a peace he hadn't known in years. He hadn't just opened his door tonight. He had opened his life. If this story touched your heart, if you believe in moments where life offers us a different, better script than we planned, please let us know in the comments. Share this video with someone who needs a reminder that love often arrives in unexpected, beautiful packages. Before we end, we have a special request. What do you think Leo whispered to Maya when he tucked her into bed that night? Leave your guess in the comments below. Back inside, Leo lifted a sleeping Maya into his arms. She nestled into his shoulder, smelling of strawberries and little girl dreams. "Daddy," she mumbled, half asleep. "I liked the maybe new friends." He carried her to bed, his soul fuller than it had been in a very long time. Sometimes the greatest act of faith isn't walking through an open door. It's being brave enough and kind enough to fling yours wide open when someone else's hands are too full to knock.